Today's episode is brought to you by Squarespace. Squarespace is the easiest way to create a beautiful website, blog, or online store for you and your ideas. Squarespace features an elegant interface, beautiful templates, and incredible 24/7 customer support. Start building your website today at squarespace.com. Enter the offer code NERDPOKER at checkout to get 10% off. Squarespace. Build it beautiful. Hey, today's sponsor is Loot Crate. For less than $20 a month, Loot Crate gives the geek in you a special treat every month. Loot Crate is a subscription box service with $40+ worth of geek, gamer, and pop culture gear, collectibles, apparel, comics, etc., delivered to your mailbox every month. This month, they're bringing you a fight for the ages. So suit up, choose your allies, enter the arena for combat. They're ready to stand their ground this month with exclusive items from Blizzard, Fallout 4, Capcom, sponsor-worthy loot from the Hunger Games, as well as a few more items that will help their winners emerge victorious. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it, man. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/nerdpoker, enter the code NERDPOKER to save $3 on your new subscription today. Hey, I'm Brian Posehn. You may know me from my stand-up comedy or from the TV shows I've been on, like the Sarah Silverman program. I love comic books, metal, and anything nerdy, except furries. They're gross. But that does include Dungeons & Dragons, which I've been playing with the same group of my funny friends for a decade now. So we decided to record us playing the game and turn it into a podcast, and we call it
Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends.
Blaine! Ken!
Sarah!
Sark! Don't forget Jerry!
Now with more
Dan!
And Steve!
and less Sarah, Jerry, and Sark. Hey, I'm Brian Posehn, and you're listening to Nerd Poker, Dungeons & Dragons with Brian Posehn and friends. Hey, friends.
Hi.
Hi,
Brian.
Brian Posehn.
Good to have my friends here. Bing. Oh, wow. A friend is trying to come here. Wow, holy shit. All right. Let's jump in. We might have a dwarf join us in this episode.
Oh my goodness.
But let's, hearing live and everything. Dan, what happened last week?
Well, on our last episode, our band of heroes were trying to take out a couple of these big old fish mech things that were coming up out of the water, and we kind of got both of them. But then a gigantic fucking army of mechs started coming out of the sea, along with a bunch of these weird squids that were able to sort of go zip or yip, I believe it was. They yipped up into the air.
You got to yip.
They landed Keijo Fall style on top of us, and we were trapped like bird cages. We barely escaped, and then out of the sky, as if out of nowhere, some sort of large vessel or submarine type shaped thing plopped into the water after firing some fireballs around the beach. It was very confusing. None of our characters are sure what the hell is going on, but a giant transport opened, a bunch of barrelfish that were human-sized started coming out. It was becoming an unwinnable war, and then all of a sudden this weird fireball shooting submarine thing appeared.
Yeah, like a yellow submarine. Is that what somebody was saying, or big-sized? Or
Yeah, it's a large thing.
okay.
To fight the blue
And it's
meanies.
just submerged. Or
Yeah,
not
it's-
submerged, but came up.
It's there in the water. It's not moving. It's not rocking. It's just in the water. And a door opens on the side of this thing, and you hear sort of a faint.
Oh, that sounds
and
metal.
A shape comes out of the light and to the edge, jumps out of the down into the water, and walks up to Dag.
Oh, my God.
Says, Dag, what are you doing hanging out on the beach? We have fighting to do, you asshole.
It's my cousin Damien.
It sure is.
Holy shit.
It's your cousin Damien. I think at this point I should let Sark take over.
Oh, that'd
Sark?
be cool. Is he here?
Holy shit. He sure is.
Nah, that
Hey,
doesn't
buddy.
sound
Oh, hey, when did you guys get here?
Holy fuck.
We've been here the whole time. I don't know.
Oh my God! I should have turned my chair around a while ago.
We always thought it was weird. Like for the last couple of years, there's just been this chair in the corner.
Yeah, I've
turned
just
around.
been sending
cloak over
emails
it.
and just typing up memos.
Yeah.
We would also like to point out that we are also joined in the studio by Sarah Gazzardo.
Yay!
Hooray.
Welcome back, Sarah.
Sitting right
Thank
there.
you. I'm sitting here.
So this is it, huh?
We
Yeah.
are.
This is
For
it.
now.
For now.
Well, I'm going to take. I need to take a break, and I thought we all did. I thought
You're
we
a
all
huge
deserved
star.
it.
You're
no,
a huge
it's not
star
that.
now.
I'm very, very busy.
Brian's got a movie coming out this Christmas, so fuck everyone.
That's not even.
Ooh, is it Jingle All the Way?
I missed
Fuck me
you.
first.
Yeah.
Oh, I wish it was Jingle All the Way. Uncle Nick.
Wow. Okay. Well, we're missing Jerry, unfortunately. Right? He got.
Don't think he's going to make it in. We really, he really wanted to be here, but we might have a dwarf come and sing at us. So that's
Right. Well, let's
Got
let's close it out. Let's close it out big for now. For now.
Yeah.
All right. So.
But all these, so the characters that we were playing with you are still alive. The last one's Damien.
Damien is.
Yes.
Damien is at least.
I'm so happy to see my cousin.
yeah. So
Yeah, you guys hugging
both
it.
characters
Super,
of me
super
are
not
happy to
gay.
see each other.
That's right. I'm also interested to see Blaine suddenly become once again
Oh shit!
Blackie Green.
Is Blackie Green in the hizzy?
Well, you find that out immediately after Damien greets you on the beach, and you see standing in the doorway to this vessel out in the ocean. You do see another figure there. Initially, you thought it was just the light that Damien had emerged from, but it's actually charisma, just pure charisma radiating off of a figure there. And
Dag
this-
had a high charisma. I mean, Blackie Green had a high charisma, didn't he?
what was
It
it?
was up there somewhere.
I don't think anybody can remember.
No.
Even Dan, and Dan remembers.
I mean, I
everything
remember
about
what it
the
was
show.
in one edition, but I don't know what it was when you switched to that one over there.
Only my hairdresser will know for sure.
Blackie. I guess we missed you. I'm meeting you for the first time as Dag, but
All right, so the elf in the doorway to this whatever this vehicle is, he gestures and silently the thing lifts up about 6 feet. It slides in towards the beach. The fish are starting to recover. They're limping some of their busted ass mechs back into the ocean. Squids are starting to regroup. But the shelling that this ship dropped on the beach seems to, for now, be pretty effective. So Blackie scoots this craft, this water air vehicle, up to the beach and starts gesturing to get you guys. He's like, "We got to get out of here. We got to get out of here."
Oh, okay.
I hate to sound hacky, but come with me if you want to live.
Nausicaa, meet my cousin. He's really evil.
Hi, Damien.
Right.
Do they need help extricating themselves at all, or are they?
Says Mildred as she peeks her head around the corner
Actually,
of the.
she does a cartwheel down the gangplank or whatever to see if anyone needs her.
And ends in like a one knee awkward gymnast.
Hell yeah!
Okay, yeah. So strangers for the most part to you guys, except Dag, who has possibly heard some tales. I would say Damien's cousin may have told you some stories.
Yeah, he sent me some letters.
Dad, can we trust these people?
Yeah, I think so. They're friends of my cousin. They got to be cool.
All right. Are they?
My cousin's hard to get to like.
Well, they fixed our fish situation, so that's good enough for me.
He's not
If they
for
made-
now.
if-
For
I
a
think
couple
if
minutes,
they made
at
it
least.
this far with Damien, they're probably pretty cool. If they put up with his fucking gothery.
How does Damien react to that?
To what?
To his
Non-trusting?
character being questioned.
Well, the fact that she clearly looks like one of the sisters, I'll let her slide.
Okay, all right.
I sense darkness.
Okay, yeah.
It's kind of a
Damien's some real emo hot topic bullshit. Let's not forget. Okay, so
I missed him.
I don't know. Now you're going to have to switch that back and forth between Dag and Damien.
Yeah.
Okay, so they gesture you guys on board. They're like, we got to get out of here. Blackie is saying that this is a loss. The beach, at least for now, is lost, but that he has a plan.
Yeah.
All right.
I don't know how this sounds to you guys, but we all get on this ship and fly away.
All right.
Who's with
No
me?
more giants.
Yeah, I'm in.
Maybe we'll go out to the coast. Have some laughs.
Yeah, have some laughs.
It could be fun, you know.
Come on,
It
out
sounds
to the
fun.
coast.
But
Steve, is that you? That's really good.
I thought Bruce Willis walked in.
Come on out to the coast.
Holy shit, that was amazing. That was perfect.
Yeah, it sounds exactly like your
It was
shitty one.
perfect, yeah. Yeah, man. You'd be asthmatic too if you're crawling around an air duct with a lighter in your face.
True.
Don't sound like your son. Son, come on, that's how you sound.
What? No, Scott.
It's like you guys have never seen Die Hard.
You seen the Godfather?
Yeah, that's totally Marlon Brando.
Missed it.
Get the butter.
Whatever.
Sounds like some island of Dr. Moreau shit.
The people in this room are the only ones that have a beef with my perfect Bruce Willis impression. 100% of the audience loves it, so.
I gotta say, it strikes a chord.
All right, so you guys pile in to this vehicle. Now, this vehicle is a little bit different than the stories, Dag, that you've heard about the old hunk of junk that Damien used to cruise around in. Mm-hmm. This is a sleek, sterile interior, glistening piece of futuristic technology, the likes of which you've never seen. It's like you're in a Kubrick hallway. That's what it looks like.
Or an Apple store.
Yeah, there you go. And Blackie, you run up to the helm as everyone gets in. The door goes shuts, not like the old sheet metal that you guys used to have. You wave your hand in front of holographic, glowing D20 shaped readout. You guys looking out portholes that were invisible from the outside, but from the inside you could see out perfectly clearly. See the beach drop away below you. Coming from the back of the ship, you see some of the old crew. All right, so now some of you're going to have to play, multiple roles. Some of you guys. So Blackie, Mildred, Bart. Yes, a half lizard-like creature comes out of the aft.
Anybody want
so
to
that's
make me some tea?
not alarming.
He's cool now as a guy. I didn't trust him at first.
I mean, I grew up with toad people, so it's cool.
There's still a few
Dragonborn, but
of the legendary
Toad.
characters you've heard so much about that are absent, but for the most part, it's a cool reunion that you have. Blackie, so you explain the plan that you have, that you, Blaine, have no idea what it is, because I'm about to tell you what Blackie's plan is for everyone.
Just sit back and relax.
I feel like Guy Pearce. Go home and read the tattoo on my chest of what happened.
So
they're remaking
Don't
that,
trust
by the
Teddy.
way.
Don't trust Teddy. Don't trust Teddy.
Blackie explains, with numerous finger pistols blazing, that the only way to solve the problem that this world is suffering from, the issue here, is you have to attack it at its root, at its beginning. So it's not where you're headed, it's when you're headed. Whoa. Pew, pew, pew. Finger pistols, used car salesman pitch, all that stuff.
Oh, Gil's got a plan. Gil.
So the outside the little portholes, you see like vapor and cloud material wisping by. It briefly obscures your vision. It looks like you don't feel any momentum, but it looks like you're traveling at an incredible rate. And then it looks like you begin to slow. And looking down as the clouds sort of clear, you see the beach from up here. It looks just exactly the same as when you guys left. But as you guide the ship down a little bit, you guys see the beach is pristine. There is nothing on it. The water is lapping up against the sand as it should. There's no giants, no squid, no fish in wooden Bioshock diving suits clambering around. So you gently set the craft down, and you disembark. Now, the first thing you see as you disembark, Blackie, you have been following a readout on your dashboard there. It's giving you a little ping, and deep inside your heart, you're holding out hope that this ping will be what you expect it to be. So Blackie leads you guys. He's like, "Follow me. I'm not exactly sure what we're going to find, but we're going to head into the tree line." Was there a tree line on this beach?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why not?
Sweet. Well, there is now, actually.
now, yeah.
This is
That was hiding behind a tree.
Eons ago.
yeah. Heading into the beach, you follow this readout on your little tricorder thing, whatever you got, Blackie, and you see through the trees. Before you see it, actually, you hear sort of or feel even the bass dropping, and as you go up, you see it looks like a spherical heat wave, sort of warping your vision. And as this thing expands and contracts rhythmically, and as it gets to like a sort of a crescendo, it collapses in on itself, and you see just a tiny little. The rest of you see a tiny little creature there. And you see Blackie super hyped. Look at Blaine; it's actually super hyped right now. So yeah, you see this little creature. I don't know. What's your reaction to this?
It's gonna one of those people. Let me tell you about my best friend. We're gonna like grab hands and sort of swing around in a circle. And
so this creature takes the form of like a little. It looks like a little tiny gremlin, winged gremlin. It has no actual. Visual like surface. It just looks like a black cutout, and inside it you see stars and little nebula and constellations. This is your old navigator pal, your familiar Stargoyle.
Chewie, we're home.
It looks so cool. Why does it have to be cute?
Okay, so Stargoyle, he pops into and he's like, and he tells you all
Licks
this.
my face, knocks me over. Dino, down.
He tells you
boy.
he was having trouble regathering himself. None of you, all you hear is like adorable little like plushy squeaks. He was having trouble reforming after the incident, but due to your time leap. He had it actually made things easier for him to regather himself.
It wasn't due to his love.
Well, I mean, he's
It is the fifth
Maybe a
element.
little.
yeah. I mean, Stargoyle has traveled across eons and galaxies to reunite with Blackie, and also
Like the Futurama dog.
his little like arms, his whatever his clawed. Four legs, whatever, they reach into, well, you can't even see them reaching. It just looks like he compresses into himself, and he pulls out a little glowing blue spark, and he goes, and he pulls another one, whatever. He pulls a few of these out, and you hear voices echoing. This is so fucking cheesy.
Awesome, man.
You hear voices reverberating as if from a distance as these little sparks start to take shape, as if someone is walking down a long tunnel towards you. Little tiny, the spark suddenly seems to grow some legs, some appendages, and you hear voices talking. These little sparks seem to be conversing, walking together. They're slowly growing, and when they're about half, probably hip height, you recognize three blue Jedi glowing forms that continue to walk up to you of your guys, the old, the deceased, those who have passed on, the characters. Yeah, so this is Sir Richard. Rest in peace. Sir Richard the Paladin. El Ryan. Fuck him.
Did El Ryan die?
Does he have his notepad?
Did El Ryan die?
He'll always live on in Sea Org.
You know what? L. Ryan
Ryan's
died.
dead for sure. He got drowned under by the ocean.
Oh, right.
And
the sea. It was called the Sea. That machine.
The bot. Yeah.
Because Jerry wanted out. Yeah.
Dude, Dan's memory is on another fucking
crazy,
plane.
yeah.
It's crazy.
By the way, Jerry was really going to try. He's apologized profusely for me, and then the upshot is he couldn't get a babysitter.
I mean, I'll try and role play Sir Richard as good as I could, but you just can't beat Sour Jerry's
Nope.
dour delivery.
Not
should make those
enough
candies.
scotch in the world.
Sour cherries.
Sour Jerry's, yeah.
We had those in
I like the
World War
watermelon
II.
sour Jerry's, so they're all right.
And then a Martha Mon.
A Martha Man. A Martha Man.
Yep.
You died terrible.
Yeah,
It was gross.
he's impressive to look at, though.
Sure.
Yeah.
He's a mountain of a being.
Now, how did you die, Amarth?
Missed
Falling?
a couple. Yeah.
Missed a jump.
Yeah. No, I missed a couple.
Couple jumps.
That was a great one because there was no like Deus Ex Machina save.
No,
it just was
no.
like you missed the
No.
rolls and it happened.
Nothing
Yep.
could be done about it. Did you know you're driving right now over half a ton of D&D characters?
Well, Martha's just here in spirit, right? Or
Right, yeah.
Okay.
They're all glowing.
The way
shimmering.
Tupac was at Coachella.
Gotcha.
Oh, hologram. It's not really a hologram.
So you guys, you guys gather up, and Stargoyle leads you a little bit further into the jungle, or this jungle now, and you see you come to the trees clear out. You see there's stumps. There's been some activity here, and as you work your way through the trees, you come eventually to a little village town, I guess, bigger than a village. And you're led to what looks like some type of church or tabernacle, and you guys all pile in there. Blackie, you explain that this is the time where you can affect the future, and you can do that by helping these townspeople not pollute the ocean. And piss off the fish that would later evolve, into air suit wearing monstrosities.
Is Blackie Captain Planet and we're the Planeteers?
He's, I don't know, Blackie.
I'm captain of a lot of things.
Well, how high is your charisma? You seem very charismatic.
I don't talk about it.
Oh, wow.
Classless.
You've changed.
So there's a,
Do you remember that in Benny Hill? Benny Hill did a sketch where it was one of those things where it was just bad cuts and bad lighting and continuity problems.
That's not how I remember.
And he
that.
does a thing where he's arguing with this woman and he says, "I'm leaving you." She goes, "You've changed." And they cut to him and he's in that full cowboy thing with the furry lamb chaps. He goes, "Have I?" She cut back to her, "Yes," and then back to him and he's normal Benny Hill. She said, "Have I?" Sorry, I had to say it out loud. Benny Hill is funnier than people think he is.
Oh, I agree.
I mean, it sounds like he can yes and, so.
And he was his grave was robbed because it was rumored he was buried with his jewelry.
Wow.
Yeah, that's my
what?
Benny Hill's grave was robbed.
Was he like known for his jewel?
Yeah, he had a big jewelry collection.
Can we take a break? Let's take a break. This episode of Nerd Poker is brought to you by Zevia. Zevia is the zero-calorie, naturally sweetened soda that's clearly different. No sugar, no calories, and non-GMO Project Verified makes this a cleaner soda option. Zevia is available in 15 delicious flavors like cream soda, black cherry, cola, ginger ale, and even tonic water. Always 0 calories. They make excellent mixers. Go to Zevia.com/podcast because Zevia is giving away thousands of free six-packs. Seriously, thousands have been won, and who knows, you can come home to a surprise soda on your doorstep. Random but delicious. Head to Zevia.com/podcast to get yours. That's Zevia.com. Zevia.com/podcast. Building a website can be tough, and even if you do know your way around coding or creating something that looks good and works well is a time-consuming affair. Whether it's for a business site, a portfolio, a restaurant, or whatever else, in this day and age, you probably need one anyway. Well, lucky for us, Squarespace makes it easy to build beautiful websites without breaking a sweat. Squarespace provides simple, powerful, and beautiful websites that look professionally designed regardless of skill level, no coding required. Not only does Squarespace provide you with intuitive and easy-to-use tools to create your website with, Squarespace also has state-of-the-art technology powering your site to ensure security and stability. And you know you can trust Squarespace and your website needs when millions of people and some of the most respected brands in the world trust in them too. Seriously, you can't beat the ease and simplicity of Squarespace. Squarespace gives you 24/7 online support and a beautiful website. So what are you waiting for? Start a trial with no credit card required and start building your website today. When you decide to sign up for Squarespace, make sure to use the offer code NERDPOKER, get 10% off your first purchase, and to show your support for Nerd Poker. We thank Squarespace for their support of Nerd Poker. Squarespace, build it beautiful. I gave my love a cherry that had no stone.
You've heard it.
We're back. Oh my God.
Oh boy, we're getting in the mood for music, aren't we?
The
Interesting.
mood.
The mood. Okay, so you guys are a massive character reunion, deceased and not deceased, spanning oceans of time and space. This little town you're in is populated by. It looks like they look vaguely dwarvish. You're not sure if they are actually dwarves. You're not even sure
dwarvish.
when you are, but it is a real short, stumpy species of
Mildred isn't sure if they're dwarves.
Well,
Ed
yeah, because
vaguely
they
Ed vaguely dwarfish.
they're short and stocky, but they lack
not
some
a
of
pun.
the
I'm glad they're not begly dwarvish.
Elegance is the word you're looking for. I think?
the elegance.
Dignity.
Exactly. There is and they wear kilts. They have like little kilts, and they're either topless
Utility
or they're
kilts.
wearing the over the one shoulder. They look like short Scottish midgets. Is midgets a?
No.
They prefer the
No,
term.
it's
It's a
not.
great thing to use.
I
just
prefer
like-
the term little people with fucked up arms.
I
and
like
legs.
saying midget though because it makes Brian really uncomfortable.
Well, as a giant, they're my mortal enemy.
He said in real life to everyone he knows.
You don't think you could take a midget?
Oh, boy. All right.
They want it more.
Some of the old crew. You've got Sir Richard and L. Ryan. Sitting back in the corner observing.
Why isn't one of these ghosts wearing any clothes?
Yeah, exactly. Sweet naked.
Why would a
Ryan.
ghost have a boner?
Can I trace your dick?
Which one? Which one was always naked? Was it Sir
That was
Richard?
L.
L. Ryan?
Oh,
yeah.
L. Ryan was more nuded up?
with
Yeah,
his
that weird hippie.
with his spirit bear.
Right.
He's explaining, what happened to the bear. He's very sad to Sir Richard. Sir Richard, glowing Sir Richard, turns to the rest of you. He seems actually sort of warmed by the apparel of this town.
Reminds you of
It reminds him a bit of Glenishmore. And he asks,
Is he drunk even in death?
he's drinking like Casper. Just spirit booze just
the
falling
drunken
down.
ghost, drunkenness ghost, who wants to know what the fuck you're looking at. What are you looking at? You cop? You gotta tell if you're a cop.
But he sort of asks the room. He's like, tell me a tale. What adventures have you been through to get to this point?
We've been fighting a lot of fucking giants on a
Lots.
on a
Started out
beach.
just doing a show at a
Too
club
many
and
fucking giants.
burned it down by accident, and then went to shit.
And
they're
red giants and blue giants.
They were
Yellow giants,
okay.
black giants.
So color, they were colored giants.
Yeah, color-coded giants, and they were fucking assholes.
Not one of them were nice.
Nope.
Never
But then
met.
we wound up helping the black ones
Yeah.
defeat these fish when you guys came.
We
and,
tried anyway.
Saved our butts. Yeah, we were just fighting them.
Got it. Okay.
I'm Dag. I'll just fight anything.
And there was a Marth. A Marth seems to have this residual memory. Was it a Marth that was conjured up for a brief encounter? Who was that, Dan?
Oh, it would have been Trondor.
Trondor. That's right. That's right. Freaking Trondor.
Jesus Christ, dude.
Dan is like the Rain Man of D&D.
Yeah, definitely Trondor.
I mean, who could
Daddy
forget
used to let me
Trondor,
drive
though?
Trondor.
No,
to
that's
drive.
Trondor
Trondor
is
was an
unforgettable.
NPC. Trondor was
From
a
back
play-
in the day.
that you
Yeah,
played.
yeah.
Yeah.
Charlie Babbitt.
Freaking Trondor. Dude, this stuff I can't even remember. It's
I don't
amazing.
Do you remember
I
how
don't know.
Trondor laughed?
Yes. And yeah.
They
I
were
mean,
the people that I didn't trust, as Damien, right? Damien didn't
Was that
trust
the water
dwarves.
people? Or?
No, it was the mole people. They weren't moles. They were dwarves, but they all lived in caves, right?
yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Isn't
yeah.
that where
okay.
Trondor was?
Yeah, he was a dwarf.
Got it.
Yeah.
One of you had, this is the part where we all just sort of talk about some fun stuff. But
I
who
think
was it
people-
that had issue with the really beautiful water, the leader of the water people? Remember there was a guy who had just like an Adonis. And one of you guys,
Yeah, I
wasn't
fucking
it
hated
you?
him. I think Damien hated him and didn't.
No,
trust
it was a Marth.
jealous.
A
him.
Marth.
Oh, a Marth.
You wanted to beat him up like Jared Leto in Fight Club, right? For
Yeah.
no reason other than he was just freaking
Just because
awesome.
he's
pretty.
Yeah, and a Marth isn't pretty.
No, a Marth is just a gigantic.
So maybe he was a little jealous.
Can we summon the ghost of that dude with all the abs, the Adonis guy, so the ghost
I
of a
wish you
Marth could
wouldn't.
beat the shit out of him?
Ooh, yeah.
Blackie, is
Fight.
that something worth asking Stargoyle about? Literally
A
anything
Marth
is
is,
possible on this
looking
episode.
around, just
I mean,
ready.
this guy was completely killed, just utterly destroyed by the collectors. But can we bring his ghost back to beat it
Yeah,
up?
I don't think that we're going to stand by and allow you to beat this beautiful man. Just so we can bring him back from the dead. So that you
Nausicaa
can-
is
he's
very
lucky.
enthusiastically saying, "Let's bring this ghost
Just
to
beat
beat
the
it up."
fruity out of him.
His ghost is fucking lucky.
It's up to you. Could ask Stargoyle anything
a-
like. And Dag, I was going to say,
He's a pretty
or not
pussy
Dag,
even in
Hug.
death.
Yeah.
It might be worth rattling that ring around you had, just seeing if there's anything
On my
left
wishing
in there.
ring.
Maybe.
See if I can wish it. I don't know if it's going to work. I wouldn't try.
I mean, if you were going to try it, what would you wish for? I didn't bring my
wish for
dice to
anything?
this game, so you have 100%
Wow.
chance of success.
Poon.
I'm excited to see this.
I mean,
I've
is
never
this real
had an
life?
absolute like zero of like negative effect wish. I just want to see where Ken goes. Well, you can
Jesus.
think about it in the corner of
rough.
the church. Yeah.
Yeah, you scared us off of wishes. We got wishes this time
Yeah, yeah.
around, and we were so like
They can be
beaten
negative.
up by you.
Maybe Hug should
were
give
like,
Bart the ring.
I don't know. I don't know if I want to wish. I don't think I need to take one.
Yeah. I mean, it's fun to. I don't want it to be full on like a wish. You don't want it to be full on Wishmaster,
Right.
like. But there should be. You should be. You have to carefully think about it.
What was that old campaign with the cards?
I was going to say.
Yeah, we had a deck of many things that
Jesus Christ.
fucked us over.
That thing
And
was
it
horrible.
only fucked us over. The deck of many things. Did it
Maybe
ever
one or
pay
two
off
good
well?
things.
Yeah, it did.
I think one time we scratched off and won $50.
Jerry was an addict, though. Like
Yes.
he was the
Yeah.
Vegas deck
yeah.
of many things guy. He's
Couldn't-
like, I'm gonna
couldn't
draw
live
again. I'm
alone.
gonna draw again. That wasn't good enough.
And we were
And this
stuck
is
in
one
that
of
place
our
with the rotating
live
walls.
campaigns who are back home. Yeah.
It was like concentric walls that were rotating and fucking us up.
So wait, I want to know, Dan and Steve. You're wait. Let me see. Nausicaa
In winter.
and Winter.
I'm Jerry's old.
At what point did you guys hop in?
I'm old Jerry. Old Jerry.
I hopped in about this time last year.
Yeah, I came in with Dan.
Yeah.
Around the same time, yeah.
As Nausicaa. How many characters have you guys had?
Well,
People.
No, he was playing Sarah's
I
old character.
I steered Sarah's character until I got it killed by accident.
Yeah, Lyra.
It.
Lyra got hit by a motorcycle.
Well, she was a her for most of her life, and then due to an unfortunate cursed potion and a prayer to Judas, she was turned into a giant pudding monster.
This was not on my watch.
It wasn't on my watch, really. Once she died, but yeah,
was somebody else playing?
she
it
got
that night?
crushed in the hand of a giant and thrown aside.
Okay.
And Hug had a potion that he didn't know what it did. But he thought,
yeah,
what if
that
it's
was
a
good.
rejuvenation potion? I'll
good.
pour it down her throat to try to revive her.
Okay.
And Dag prayed to Judas, please bring my friend to life and kill these fucking giants. And she grew to the size of a giant and crushed one of the giants.
Okay.
And then she turned to the other giant and became a giant pudding.
Okay.
And rolled over him and then
Gelatinous
just
cube.
rolled down the countryside, just disappeared forever.
Oh,
Just absorbing stuff, you know.
that is unfortunate. And disgusting.
And then Winter was a character Jerry barely played, right? I think he created him, and then you and
And
Rick,
then he gave me no information.
and Rick Remender was playing him for a little bit. And
Okay.
then Steve took over.
And Wizard,
And Steve's
Winter
got
the
it for
Wizard.
a while, yes.
While everyone is reminiscing, in the background, a small group of locals with musical instruments has taken up in the corner.
Ooh, I hope it's Ice Noodles.
They've started
And the Max Rebo band?
playing a little tune in the corner. The front man, he's like, don't mind us. We're just setting the tone. Happy to have you guys in town. We are Trek. Enjoy. And they start playing some jaunty.
Nausicaa's getting increasingly uncomfortable with all of this.
Fucking Trek is perfect.
Beyond the moon and the stars.
booze around?
Booze?
Love is wandering in starflight.
One of the things, because it's been a while since I was on here, I can't help but notice that you have the most kick-ass
Oh, yeah.
dice rolling
Holy
castle.
shit.
I wish
Man.
we had their names written down. These fans did this for us last year. We've had that a while. I love it.
I would
It was
say
their
some
tower,
work.
and
They used it for a long time, I
Yeah,
guess. This
and
guy
sent it
handmade
over.
it for his own group, and then he decided he wanted to make his group a new one. So then he repainted it and wrote.
I think
Nerd
a bunch of
Poker.
people died.
Yeah, I think
that
the
used
pentagrams
it, so
were
he
put
got
on
rid of
for
it.
us or for
Yeah.
my benefit. I'm hoping. But
and that's probably, the listeners have probably seen pictures of that. But,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it's
that,
amazing.
that is absolutely.
we paid tribute to the guy that made it, but when he did it,
Look at
but
this sorry little piece of shit here too. The old castle.
3D
I
printed.
love-
3D
very
printed.
efficient.
I actually love
that was
that
before I
castle.
knew what a fucking 3D printer was.
And
I
also,
mean-
it also introduced us to the rolling tower.
It is still, I mean, it's a noble gift, but wow, somebody just shit on it super hard.
If you dropped the new one on it, it would destroy it utterly.
Yeah, that's true.
The fans
But
of
the new one wouldn't live through it. I don't think it's
Its batteries
Handmade.
fall out a little easily.
It's very handmade.
Look, it's handmade.
the nerd poker fans, I will say, are some of the most talented.
Oh, amazing. The fan
very
art and
creative.
everything. Yeah.
The fan art on
fan
the
art was always crazy.
Earwolf forums was ridiculous.
Yeah, that guy Gustav would do like a painting on a Wacom tablet
yeah,
that looked
yeah,
like
yeah.
it was done with oils, and it
Amazing.
would just
Yeah.
be like a scenic backdrop that you'd be like, oh, that's exactly from the game.
It would the art would make me depressed to look at the pictures that are in the actual D&D books. They look like they
Yeah,
were drawn
right?
by children. Many of them.
I know, like by today's standards, it's like you're the deviant art user nobody really goes over towards.
This looks like a high school.
Well, to be fair, we were
art
using
project.
books from, 1984?
Yeah, I see you guys are still running
70
second
something.
edition.
Yeah.
Sort of. Yeah.
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 Yep.
I was using I was drawing some Pathfinder monsters just to keep it interesting.
Yep.
And I would I was using the multicolored giant, so I was kind of just jumping around and using different color-coded weaponry and armor type stuff.
I'm excited to see. This is it for as far as story wise. This is it for now. You say. But I'm curious to see where the ... leads.
But was
down the line.
that mortuary thing we went on? That was pre Nerd Poker? Yeah. That fucking horrible place that we were. There was like a haunted mortuary where there's skeleton creatures coming at us.
Oh, were
Like-
we underneath? We were in a giant cavern.
Like mine, bone.
Yeah, we were in a
bone-
That was
mine.
way old. Yeah.
That's
Yeah,
old.
an
Yeah, this
underground
one
cemetery.
was the sorcerer
The space
tower. Which let me just say that went on way too long.
Which one?
That goddamn tower, space tower. The tower.
Yeah.
Oh.
Jesus Christ! I couldn't
Was that
close
us?
that out. Jeez.
Yeah, but yeah, you always said that you wanted to tell us some of the things. Do you remember some of the things we fucked up?
I remember some of them.
That
So
kept it going
Oh,
too
yeah, some
long.
turns.
I think that's
Like,
what every fan wants to know is like,
Yeah,
what were
what
the
bad choices did
forks
we
they
make?
didn't take?
So
That was actually going to be my wish, is to see where it would have gone.
Oh, God, you just put it right back in my lap, huh? You bastard.
No, I mean just anything you remember.
Yeah, so a lot of my notes, since I've moved a couple times, I explained to the table here, I moved, so a lot of the notes are gone. But I remember, specifically, a couple. One was you were presented with a choice, navigation-wise, when, back in the day, you guys...
And didn't I sink a boat like almost immediately? Like we
Yeah,
started,
the boat they got kidnapped on got.
Oh, yeah,
sunk.
at the
Like-
beginning of the game.
Okay, so yeah, we'll
Sorry.
get to that one.
Go ahead.
Prior to that, the big ones that I remember specifically were you had a choice of which worlds to visit.
Yeah.
And you guys chose the gas giant. So you had that whole like Larry Niven integral trees.
Oh,
scenario.
God, yeah.
What was that thing's name? Flutter.
Oh, yeah, the farting, floating thing.
Dan.
Flutter.
I don't remember that one.
I stumped Dan.
Yeah, the gas bag.
I really am stupid. I want to know what happened to her clone. What happened to Mildred's clone?
She was fine because you guys. Yeah, she was fine. She wanted to live, whatever. Because you dealt with the. Remember, you had the.
But as they were leaving the gas planet, the collectors were depositing a clone of her
Yes.
where they thought she was sleeping.
Yeah, and they weren't able to get rid of you, right?
I guess.
So in the way that I had it sort of set up, it was a little like video game-ish, but it was once you dealt with the collectors, the influence dissipated. So the somewhere there's just a Mildred 2.0 living on a gas world
What?
and
That is
harvesting
creepy.
floating shit. Yeah, but
You said that really casually.
So that
I have to kill her now. So that's what today is about.
Could that be the final mission? We just go to that? Okay, we have to really do that.
I'm sharing these stories of my own free will, so you can use your wish if you
I'm
want.
not against that.
But yeah, so the first one that I remember that was a big deal, I wish I had more details for you guys, but the first one I remember was the worlds. And I gave you 3 choices, and I only remember, of the 3, I remember 2. One was the gas system, and the other one was a primordial, essentially it was a Jurassic a dino scenario. So you would have been facing
shit.
like dinosaurs. That would have been one of the alternates. I forget what the third one was, but that was at that point. I only had written maybe a half a page on each because I didn't know which one you guys were going to go
Right.
to, and in case. You want to have like sort of a plan. You don't want to always be the sweets. At least for me, the sweet spot is somewhere in the middle of like having it be completely an adventure module and also like improv, because you don't want all the way on either side of that, because improv, it starts to go off the rails, which is where the Sorcerer Tower was. I had a half sheet on that, and nothing I was doing was sticking. And so I was just having to make up all this shit on the fly because you guys were like doing some crazy shit. But
Wasn't that the collectors?
yeah,
it was just
well,
the
it was
elevator
the
issue.
Sorcerer Tower.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
other
the
than that,
tower.
I thought the tower was cool.
The tower was cool. You guys
elevator
just got stuck in a base once where you were taking an elevator up
Right.
and down.
Yeah,
And like,
right.
yeah.
Right.
Going through a lot of like what do you call them? Like walkways. Just-
Yeah, and I made the elevators those piston style things instead of an actual lift, which made it a huge hassle to get up and down, because if the elevator was up, the shaft was a wall,
Yeah.
so it wasn't like you had
Oh,
access.
and
It was like
is that where Marth died? Didn't he die?
he died in the Sorcerer's Tower for sure.
The
There was
center.
a round thing we're trying to get across.
atrium.
yeah, you fell down the
Several levels
Star
of
Wars.
circular.
Oh yeah,
Cloud
you made
City pit.
two
You were
graphs.
trying to cut past the stairs by climbing up a vertical shaft,
Right.
Yeah.
with just basic footholds, and you missed your attempt to grab a
couple of
rope.
times, I think. Yeah.
Another
He
one.
gave me a chance. I think you gave me a chance or two to live.
Yeah, yeah.
I missed them all. I botched them all.
Yeah,
if I
you
remember.
were determined to
To
fall.
fucking die.
That was Jerry status fail.
Oh,
No one fails like Jerry. Like just colossal. There's never like a stumble.
Yeah.
It's
Well,
like,
guys, I missed that one.
I don't know. I feel like I've had some pretty shocking ones rolled.
yeah. But you botch and then you don't.
I don't
You're
die.
like, yeah.
Damage, yeah.
You
Yeah,
just
your
botch a
percentage
lot.
isn't
I do
high,
botch a
yeah.
lot.
It's very
though.
anticlimactic. It's just a lot of
Well,
missing.
that's not my fault. You have to roll for the climactic
That's
part.
true. That's true. Yeah, and so then another one that I thought was fun was you sunk that ship, the collector ship. That was not, and the plan was not for that ship to sink.
Right.
It was.
I think within 2 episodes I did that. Like, didn't I put a
Yeah,
hole
you
in it
guys.
pretty quickly?
We didn't close the
we
door
didn't close
properly.
the door,
didn't-
but I feel like that was my fault.
Yeah, it was a mess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The gas creature was Zisu.
Zizu.
Oh yeah, the
Zizu.
this freaking Wes Anderson reference. What a who DM'd that shit? That is lame.
Some shitty DM.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, so you sunk the ship. Another one was, remember you guys had this incredible, listeners, you probably remember this, an incredible moment of indecision. Mind-blowing. I was like stunned where you got in your ship and you were going to go board the, this is post-gas giant, escaping the whole scenario, and you were going to go Millennium Falcon onto the surface of the Collector Star Destroyer ship, right? Mm-hmm. And then you flew clear out there, and you were like, we're going to do it. And then you saw how big the ship was and got intimidated, and you just turned around and flew clear back to the gas world. And meanwhile, I'm looking at a blank page. I'm like, gas world, check. Nope, we're back. Let's do some stuff. So there was a whole scenario that could have taken place on board where you were, sort of like it was like running around the Death Star in
Right.
stormtrooper
Star
outfits,
Destroyer.
that kind of stuff.
That'd been fun.
Yeah, you guys just went, and it took a while.
We went,
I mean,
I don't want to do that.
you're like,
Let's just go back to
we're-
Buffalo Wild Wing.
Yeah, let me think. There was some more too. I wish I had all my books, but
Did
that was
the-
good fun.
Did the necromancer have any weapons that he didn't get to bust out?
No, I think
Or like monsters or anything like that?
so. He had the parking garage full. I was like throwing a lot of things up at that point that were impassable in an attempt
Who's
to
the necromancer?
steer you guide.
The big
The
collector?
sorcerer,
collector.
The old
Yeah,
guy
he
in
had
the
that.
tower.
He had that basement full of bots.
yeah,
right,
like
yeah.
that was just to get you guys off the floor,
lot
basically.
of
I was
those,
like,
yeah.
just leave. But
And then when they went to like his bedroom, there was a giant one.
yeah, and he was using he was sort of mind controlling all his clones with that dual crystal, apparatus that
Yeah,
he's
that was
using.
fucked up.
Yeah, which essentially ended at least that attempt of his, his attempt, like he was trying to duplicate world by world and eventually because that way that he could then control all the inhabitants or whatever.
How old was he?
62.
Yeah, I had him not as an immortal, actually. I had
Okay.
him just as
He
a
wasn't-
dude who
yeah,
was
yeah.
like super powerful, but
Like when I was a kid and I saw the original Star Wars movies, I was like, oh, Palpatine's like 312. And then I found out he was like a senator yesterday.
right, yeah.
And that he just got into a bad fight. And they get
That's only if you accept the prequel.
Jesus, this I don't miss.
Nothing's changed. I just decided I'm going to see the new movie.
Are they
I
making
just
a new
started
one?
getting excited about it.
Have you got
I haven't
tickets
watched
yet?
a trailer. I'm going to go
I'm
see it, but I'm not going to
avoiding-
watch
I'm
it.
avoiding-
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm going to do because I have tickets on the 20th. So that gives me
You're
a
in
whole
deep
lot
shit.
of time to have the whole thing ruined for me.
Okay.
Oh,
So
I'm going
I
the
gotta go in
morning
at like a
of
chamber.
the next day. I'm going Friday morning, so it comes out on Thursday, and I'm going to go to the ArcLight.
Maybe I'll have to get some early tickets.
So I'm going to go see it before my kid.
You probably know somebody who's got an extra ticket.
I'm sure.
Oh, I
I'm
do.
Sure. Well, let's go.
Yeah,
Coming along.
Yeah,
Yeah, then I'll see it in the IMAX.
I want to see it at the Fartlight.
I have a question for you guys. Does DM Blaine still roll his botches out, or does he not give a shit now that he's
No,
like-
he doesn't. You don't roll the ones.
Remember? Do you remember? You remember doing that? You
well,
have to remember that.
Well, as a player,
Not
Yeah,
that
well,
I've noticed.
if-
but not as a DM.
If these guys would roll a botch, I would kind of roll and see what would happen. And if there are
No, but he means
No, but when you roll your dice
he
out,
means
it
when
would
you would
work.
roll you would pre-roll.
You're
about
weird.
You try to get all your
Oh,
ones
to
out
get
of
all
the
the
way.
ones.
Yes.
Oh, you know what? I stopped doing that.
Yeah.
After years of therapy that he doesn't want to talk about.
It's OCD medication.
So wait, hold on. So what Blaine used to do was he would sit in the corner of the table like a lunatic and roll his
This
dice.
is going
You
back
would just hear
pre-nerd
you would just-
poker.
yeah,
This is just playing at your house.
you would
Jerry
just
would
hear
do the same.
this for like 20 minutes. And he would do it. This is just the D12. And then he would finally roll a 1, and it would be like, good, got that out of its system.
Yeah.
And switch up to the down to the D8.
And then I would do the thing where I would have to roll them until they would all roll their top. The top,
jeez.
like a 6 would have to be a 6, 12, 12.
And then you touch the ground 3 times.
Yeah.
Make sure it's
and,
still there.
And then
I don't need to hear this because now I want to do this.
Well, yeah, no. When I heard he did that, I did it for a couple
I
of
rolled botches out
sessions,
after
yeah.
Blaine did it. Yeah.
I know,
I
Jerry
would
did
be
it for a while too.
secretly does that work? Let me see.
it's also, I just like,
No.
that's one of the things I do like about.
What? It doesn't work?
Well, Sarah didn't do it, and she was botch central.
So maybe it does.
I would also do it because one of my favorite
Science.
things about D&D
Science.
is rolling the dice.
Yeah.
So I like to roll the dice.
Yeah.
I don't get to do it a lot, so.
Yeah, it is
now I gotta do
very
it.
satisfying. I like too that in this format, since we're all in the same room, there's a lot of people that play games on on Twitch or online, essentially. And it's still. I'm not going to knock it because that's good that they're playing, but there is something
Steve's rolling
to
now.
sitting at a table and being able to, even as the
Yeah.
listener,
Yeah.
hearing those dice hit the table. I don't know. For me, I think that's kind of cool.
Tactile experience.
Yeah.
Let's go kill Mildred 2.0.
I want to kill Mildred 2.0.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
wanna
definitely having
I don't
second
know
thoughts
if your
now.
ring
It's more
has
of a
another wish
joke,
in it.
But
I want to meet
We'll
Mildred 2.0.
Oh, you creep.
I can't wait. I
Tracer
cannot
Tracer
wait for
dick.
this.
yeah, I feel like this is definitely going to turn into a creep
I
show.
can't wait
There's
for
no
this.
way that.
But wait, did we
No,
come to
it's
this
gotten
church
really-
for a purpose? Did we?
yeah,
this
are we going to
town?
save
yeah.
this planet? Probably.
Well,
more.
it's just
What's going on with the music?
This,
This band is playing.
Trek.
Trek.
yeah, Trek. This is
It's not Cheap Trek, is it?
Oh, jeez.
Oh, jeez, there.
Jeez,
Blaine.
so you're gonna attempt to do that.
I don't know what the.
Wait, who is that? Who? That's Hug.
Yeah? What's up?
Is that your full? What's Hug's full name?
Hug Denning.
You made him think it.
Fuck.
Obviously.
All right, so you have a ring of a spent ring of wishes,
Oh, great.
and you just idly give it a spin, I guess.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. I don't know. It's up to you.
Yeah.
It doesn't sound very committed.
Yes, no, I am. I want to. I
Okay.
want to go fight Mildred 2.0.
And you're thinking that as you twist this ring around your knuckle. God, I
the
wish
whole
this
bunch of
ring
us.
still had a wish in there.
Hope we don't end up in Burger King.
Church? We're by a church? I thought that we were.
Well, I've made a wish. If
Well, there's
we'll see
a
if it
gathering
works.
band.
Yeah.
I don't.
Yeah, there's a.
There's all kinds of things happening.
I was a little worried at some point. This was turning into the last episode of Lost when I heard there was a church. I got a little scared.
I thought that too.
No.
Okay.
Come on.
I blocked out the last episode of Lost.
Who is.
That was something else.
Wouldn't know. Quit early.
We wouldn't dare.
Did you not make it that far on that show?
I didn't make it through the first season of that.
Really?
piece of
Wow.
shit.
Huh.
No. Hated it.
Yeah, they're the almost in beat with the song that Trek is banging out over in the corner. There's a pop as a human's volume worth of oxygen is replaced by this plainly dressed dwarf woman appears. She seems completely shocked by
Does
where
she drop
is.
a dish?
plate. Yeah.
Not again!
And she just stares at you all, stunned in silence. She goes,
Who is it?
The music,
Mildred
yeah.
Point two?
The music stuff.
I mean, obviously, does she look like?
Does she look exactly like
yeah,
Mildred?
absolutely. Yeah, this is
Okay,
Mildred.
the thing is that the second that Mildred actually sees her, she feels pretty protective, and everybody's eyeing her with.
We're
like
all taking our
hungry
weapons out.
eyes.
You
Yeah.
wanted us to
And so-
kill her.
I said it casually.
She overhears that. She overhears me saying that.
At this
You
point,
said you wanted to kill her.
I go and like casually twist the ring, and I'm just like, send her back, send her back. Like, get her.
yeah, the ring just goes.
Oh.
Now it's a ring of farting.
You did this, so
I just wanted to do what you suggested.
This church. This
What if
church
you
is
have
an
to
old-
travel with her forever now?
Well, you know what? Maybe Mildred's clone is will meet somebody at this church and will mother somebody that will grow up to protect this village.
oh, she's like
Holy
the original.
shit.
We traveled back in time to Earth. It was Earth all along.
Oh no!
And she's the mother of civilization. We've done it.
Battlestar. Wait. You guys are getting ahead of me a little here. Let's.
So I guess I walk up to her. I mean, what she looks panicked, right?
Her lower jaw just sort of just shaking.
Hey, that's what your
completely at
jaw
a loss.
does.
Now, if Dan, the archivist, could just jump in here for a moment,
Yeah.
some people, when they saw another clone of themselves, I believe their brains melted.
Right. People died, right? That was the thing. So how am I doing?
Like right now?
Yeah.
Mildred,
Yeah.
you feel fine-ish. A little,
Nauseous?
yeah.
Nausicaa?
It's nothing to be really.
You know what? Now's a good time to
concerned
give yourself a mole check.
Nausicaa goes ahead and hands Mildred a knife in case she needs it.
Yep. Yeah, it's it's not too bad. It's something you must have been something you ate on board the ship,
no.
but it is actually starting to cramp a little.
It's one of those chilies too that you had at the spaceport.
If you kill her, you won't die.
I tell her that it's a dream. She's having a dream.
Okay.
Don't freak out. You're just in a dream right now.
She nods, and then very like with much concern, she takes a little rag and she dabs the blood that's starting to come out of your nose.
Someone else has to do this.
There's a
no
warrior
way.
ghost friend of yours that would step in and do a little neck snap.
Marth.
Well, you guys are all standing here too. I thought we were friends.
Marth can try it.
Done.
It's huge. What was it? Axe? Is that his?
No, I
is that
just
his
walk
deal?
over and snap her neck. Put her
well,
to sleep.
Amarth attempts to snap her neck and just phases through her. And then
Nausicaa is very excited. She would happily destroy this other being.
I don't-
so you're looking at her and behind
This
her
lady
there's a
feels really
there's a
not the
gigantic,
kind of energy I want around my clone
gigantic
as she
ghost is trying to
passes.
break her neck.
I tell her that she should listen to the music. I turn her towards so she's listening to the music.
Okay.
And then, wait, who did this? Who's here that can actually do this?
Nausicaa is evil.
Everybody's here.
Yeah, everyone's here. The only astral
the
beings
astral
are Sir
beings.
Richard, Amarth, and Alryan. Stargoyle.
Stargo could suck her into another dimension.
That would be pretty.
Would that fix it?
I don't know if it would fix it.
If it killed her.
Oh, it
You're
has
not
to kill her
exactly
now?
sure what happens to stuff that
God.
Stargoyle absorbs.
Good.
But
God.
before you can decide what to do, a song starts. The band strikes up. The band has been sort of messing around, kind of tuning up, and right?
Yeah,
Good call.
absolutely.
Trek is the name of the band, and they're all dwarves.
Yeah, they're tuning their instruments up, and you see a new front man come out the side, and he whispers something in the ear of the guy.
Sing a song, you fucking asshole.
And this is going to sync up with whatever. So before you start, new front man, what's the plan for Mildred 2.0? Because the music is going to burst into the room as
Somebody kill her.
She just pointed her at the music and said, listen, basically. I think.
Yeah.
So she has her back to you.
Yeah.
She's just distracted at the moment.
Yep.
You gonna take care of this yourself?
Poor Mildred.
I honestly don't think
Such a
Mildred.
shitty
I don't think
situation.
Mildred.
I think
She doesn't want it.
Nausicaa would just draw a sword and just end it.
Okay.
But she doesn't even know the backstory. She doesn't even know that I'm dying.
You don't
She's
need
just
to know Nausicaa.
As the new band's frontman steps out, he witnesses a horrific murder of a civilian woman and bursts into song.
Good evening, Dick Scrapes. This is a poem and a prophecy. Some of these words you might not recognize. I've traveled through time and dimensions. Fuckers. This podcast soon will be no more. Pack up the dice and paper, lock the door. No saving throws or poison darts, broadswords or necromantic art. So tongue my balls and huff my farts. Goodbye, Amarth, dumb as a bird. You plummeted to your death like Conan's turd. Your body was a pulpy mass. All of your bones broke just like glass. And then your skull flew out your ass. Then Damien Darkthorn, Gothic priest. You were insufferable to say the least. With all your whining and your gloom, I should dig up your mother's tomb and kick her squarely in the womb. And finally, Dag... and finally, Dag, who fucking cares? Your corpse should decorate an ogre's lair. Your mouth would make a nice spittoon, and when the guests step on your poon, your dick hole toots a happy tune. Poker high, poker low, poker sideways in the snow. Poker smart, poker silly, poker with a crock of chili. By Mildred Maxton, 3 feet tall. Jam your face in my crotch and have a ball. You slaughtered monsters like a champ. You give my groin an aching cramp. I think of you, my nuts get damp. Goodbye, dear Lyra, you were calm. Your voice of reason was a soothing balm. You stood for truth and you stood tall. You always answered reason's call. You goddamn shit lungs know it all. Poker soft, poker hard, poker with Orson Scott Card. Poker scales, poker fur, poker perpendicular. Farewell to Nausicaa, Nim High. What the fuck rhymes with Nausicaa, Nim High? I'm far too drunk to crack this verse. Instead, I'll share with you a curse. Go felch your mother in a hearse. Poker thin, poker thick, poker with a goblin's dick. Poker me, poker you, poker with a stomach flu. Goodbye, Hug Denning, sign the will. You prancing, wimpy, worthless daffodil. Your magic didn't fucking work. A coffee pot that wouldn't perk. So suck my dirty dwarven dirk. Fuck you, Barthosh at Dragonborn. You are a subgenre of bestial porn. I hope you learn to suck your chub, then fire sneeze it to a nub, you scaly, toothy, freakish schlub. Poker weak, poker super, poker rudely in the pooper. Poker happy, poker sad, poker in Islamabad. Winter is dead, hip hip hooray. Your beard was filled with bugs, your skin was gray. Your spells and charms all really stunk. Your ass emitted an evil funk. Go make God laugh and trace his junk. And Blackie Eye saved you for last. You face down white and zombie ghost and gassed. Your sword was brutal, fast and true, the best by far of the whole crew. And yet, despite all that, fuck you. Poker slow, poker fast, poker limp or at half-mast. By yourself or with a friend, this nerd poker's at an end.
Yay!
Fuck everybody.
God damn it.
I love this band. Where's our waitress?
Trick.
And now the comedy of Boris.
Hey, would you classify yourself as a geek, gamer, or pop culture nerd? Well, then Loot Crate is the subscription box for you. Loot Crate is a subscription box service with $40+ worth of geek, gamer, and pop culture gear, collectibles, apparel, comics, etc. delivered to your mailbox every month. Make sure to head to lootcrate.com/nerdpoker, enter the code NERDPOKER to save $3 on any new subscription. Every month there's a different theme, which are all inspired by classic movie and video game releases, as well as pulling from pop culture franchises. Previous crates have included items from franchises like Star Wars, Marvel, The Walking Dead, The Legend of Zelda, and many more. This month they're bringing you a fight for the ages, so suit up, choose your allies, enter the arena for combat. They're ready to stand their ground this month with exclusive items from Blizzard, Fallout 4, Capcom, sponsor-worthy loot from The Hunger Games, as well as a few more items that will help their winners emerge victorious. So whether you're risking your life in battle or taking no prisoners in the wasteland, our loot will be at your side to help keep things interesting. Basically, Loot Crate, it's like a friend who knows what you love and surprises you with an awesome present every month. We mentioned they also ship to over 13 countries. You have until the 19th at 9 p.m. Pacific to subscribe and receive that month's crate, and when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. So go to lootcrate.com/nerdpoker, enter the code NERDPOKER, save $3 on your subscription today. And now you can bring your loot to the next level with Level Up, Loot Crate's new subscription service for geeky clothing. You can get 2 different pairs of high-quality socks, 1 to 2 fashionable accessories for all you lady looters, or a premium wearable item like a long-sleeve shirt or lounge pants. Same themes as Loot Crate every month, and it serves as a great companion to your loot. Go to lootcrate.com to learn more.
Wow. Holy shit.
I can barely breathe. Oh my God. Holy shit. Patton Oswalt has left the building.
That was probably the most cathartic music event that any of us will ever experience.
Every time he sings one of those songs, I lose it that hard.
Absolutely.
Like, I lose control, but like, if that song went any longer, I would shit my pants and have a heart attack and just die. I'm laughing.
You were farting a whole
I was
lot.
laughing so much.
And
I just had no control of my body.
And it was launched on a murder, a weird sort of suicide homicide.
Made you
thing.
forget it.
Yeah, that really
That was
happened
weird.
before.
Sorry, I really just felt like that was my calling to do something at that
I do
moment.
feel like we have some strange connection.
Yeah, it's
so
appropriate.
I guess it's the circle of life.
Yeah. And
That
this
you
is
murdered
this is
your
an alignment. This is the Church of Alignment Free Latter-day Dwarf Saints. So it doesn't really matter. It's an alignment free zone.
And everybody enjoyed
no
that song.
penalties.
Amarth was laughing, and
Yeah, absolutely.
Damien never cracks a smile, but a couple of times he was.
That's right. But then a couple of you start to feel, let me see, who exactly? Nausicaa and the spirit of Sir Richard. You feel a deific presence, a warmth beginning to wash over you.
Okay.
And through 2 of the doors leading outside, one door starts to glow, and Sir Richard seems to smile to himself. He knows who's coming through this door. Nausicaa, the other door, a dark presence seems to seep underneath it. You feel super comfortable. Hello. You're about to be visited by
Zinzarina.
Thanks for listening to Nerd Poker. I don't know. How many episodes did we do? 150 something? 152. You guys were fucking awesome. Thanks, everybody who came out again tonight.
Yeah.
Fucking great to see you, buddy.
Shout out to Lost Battlestar and Sopranos as well. Thanks for the
Good to see you, Sarah. Great to have you back in here. Sorry, our buddy Jerry couldn't. He was the whole time he was trying to get over here, and then let me know a little while ago that it wasn't going to happen for sure. But
I said he said he's going to meet me at Buffalo Wild Wings in 10 minutes.
You and Buffalo Wild Wings.
I think it would be cool if on the Earwolf or even the iTunes platform to see people's favorite bits, favorite moments. Just one line, because I'm going to go back and read all that stuff too. I know you guys are pop in every now and then. So
Right, yeah. What else? Steve, thanks for coming in this last year. It's been a fucking blast, buddy.
Reunited.
And Dan.
Felt so good.
Dude.
Really did.
You've
Felt
been great as a player, great as a friend, and then when you ran the room, it's been a lot of fun.
Thanks, man. I was glad I got to do a few little danger rooms when Blaine was sick.
Yeah, and then as far as 2.0, I hope there is one. We've talked about it. Love to see you guys come back in some capacity if we do that.
Absolutely.
And, we're all friends. And Blaine, thanks for running this room.
Hey.
We've had a blast. I love it when you're Blackie. I love it when you're just running the room and being Blaine. And it's been a lot of fun, man.
I love playing Dungeons and Dragons with you guys.
Yeah,
We've done
I
it for
miss
almost
this.
20
This
years.
is,
It's a blast.
I haven't played since the last time I was on Nerd Poker. I've missed rolling the bones.
I do have to say that one thing that I missed about you not being here was you being here. You were the best dungeon master ever.
Oh, thanks.
Pretty good for a shitty DM.
For a shitty DM.
Shitty DM.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll be over tomorrow with my dice.
Who bought Battlefront? Did you already buy it?
It's installing on my computer right now at home. Yeah.
Oh, you're going to play it on your computer?
Yeah.
Okay. Is that what you're mostly doing lately?
Yeah, these days. Yeah, I'm doing my. I took a little time off, hang out with the baby, but now I'm doing my YouTube stuff, YouTube gaming stuff. So
Cool.
Yep.
But you're mostly playing on a PC.
If the option is there, I like the PC because it's
Nice.
that's what real men play games on.
I've heard.
Better
I
control.
never did it. Well,
Console, please.
no, I played.
dare you.
I played one of the
I've been telling you
Quakes.
guys for years.
I played one of the Quakes on a PC, but then I felt like I didn't get any fucking writing done, so
Right.
I uninstalled. I haven't had a game on my PC or on my Quake for years.
Yeah, I haven't written anything.
Doom and Quake. though.
Yeah, there was one of those.
Yeah,
it was
Doom
like
and
Quake
Quake.
3. I
When are
think.
they going to do a really nice, clean, basic Quake?
That would be cool.
There's all kinds of mods and versions you can jump in on.
I just want a Call of Duty-esque game that's Dungeons and Dragons themed. Like, I think it would be so cool to have a character who has badges or whatever, and they go on missions with other people. Like, I don't know why there is absolutely nothing like that. out there.
Skyrim.
They tried it with Skyrim.
Skyrim.
but not enough. Like, you can't get
it's not
6 of your
fair.
friends to go raid a quick dungeon.
You
know?
can now if you play Elder Scrolls Online.
Elder
right?
Scrolls Online.
Yeah,
It's a
but,
little. It's a little.
It's I know. I've
It's a
been
little
I
shit.
tried to play it solo because I don't actually want to talk to other people, but
Warcraft and
that's my personal thing. That's
That's
I'm all
why.
about Fallout 4.
That's why I just usually, I grab a kitchen knife and I run around the neighborhood wearing a suit of chainmail made out of bent coat hangers. And I chase the dogs.
And then
Great,
It's like
great
you're
way to
there.
get on TMZ.
It's like you're actually there.
and I want to take or thank our engineer Sam. He's been here for more episodes than any of the other
There we
engineers.
go.
Thanks, man.
This is the only podcast I've ever blacked out during.
Yeah, you got real sick. But you, we didn't even know you were that sick. Like, you were such a
it was a
trooper about
medication
it.
thing, yeah.
Like, you were
switched
such a
meds.
trooper. That you
It's
kind of
truly my pleasure. I
You
had the most
disappeared
fun
and
this
passed
last
out.
I
in the bathroom,
literally,
man.
I went on the roof of the building to look.
We were looking for you everywhere. We called. We called your buddy. Like, I think you left your bike here, your skateboard, or something. Isn't
I
that
know,
how we
just-
knew
yeah,
you
my
were-
motorcycle
Oh,
was
your
out
motorcycle.
front.
Right.
I opened up a bunch of credit cards.
Oh, good.
Like Kohl's and Marshalls. And nothing
Buffalo Wild
big to
Wings.
draw a lot of.
Buffalo Wild Wings and Stargoyle. It was great to see him. Do we remember who made this? No.
It's a fan.
Someone awesome.
I
Fucking
listener.
cool.
I remember a few of the people
she
that made
killed it.
stuff, but I didn't want to name them because I don't remember everyone. So just
Yeah.
anyone who sent us stuff, you're the real hero.
Yeah, thanks for listening. We're great listeners.
Yeah, man. I had a blast doing this, and I really hope I get. I don't know what I'm going to do right now, but I needed to take a break, and I'm glad people are being patient about that. And hopefully, we'll come back and do another version.
Blaine, who is that wheelchair guy from Sacramento?
Oh, you fucker!
No.
Shut the.
No.
I think his name was.
Hey, it's Sean Clements from Hollywood Handbook, and That's an Earwolf podcast. And it's come to my attention that